Hello everyone, welcome to UTech Academy channel. My name is Harish Sharra. Today I would like to show how to create a sample node application and how we can deploy this application to SAP Cloud Platform. So before getting started, we should have some prerequisites as mentioned in this Git link. So we should have the very first one, we should have CP trial account. We already showed in other video how to create a CP trial account. Please refer that video. And we should have app host. This is nothing but we should have some disk quota available in this particular CP account. How to check this application runtime? Go to your CF trial account, and this is my test sub account is my trial account, and if I sorry, this is my sub account. If I go here entitlement section, here we can see the application runtime is available for me. So if you make sure if you are unable to see application runtime in this particular section, go in the config entitlements and add this application runtime. So each unit is nothing but 1 GB space we have in this sub account. So right now I have 2 GB space available so that I can deploy applications up to 2 GB. So third prerequisite is we should have Node JS installation should be available in our local machine. And the fourth one is we should have Cloud Foundry CLI tool, which can help us to deploy any Cloud Foundry applications to SAP Cloud platform. And the last one is we should have any IDE, either it might be a Notepad or Visual Code Sublime. It depends upon individual. Right now I'm using Visual Code for my development purpose. So let's quickly check how we can quickly check whether this node and CLI tool is installed in our local machine. Go to the command prompt and type node -v, and you can see here right now we have a node version of 12.16.1. Um, if it's node is installed in our local machine, you can get some version as per your installation. If not, please try to install Node.js in our local machine. And after that, we can see node package manager as well. So and my node package manager have 6.13 version is available, so I'm good with respect to the node JS installation. And I should check CF version as well. CF-V we can check now what is the CLI tool, the version. So you can see even my these two, third and fourth, also installed in my local laptop. As I mentioned before, for WebID purpose I'm using Visual Code as my IDE for the development purpose. So we are good. So we can start the development, right? So let me create a sample folder. So have created a folder called demo. Here I don't have any content at the moment. Let's start creating a package.json file for doing a Node.js development. So let's quickly go here. You guys can see here I open my command line tool. Here right now I don't have anything, just I'm in the this particular folder. So we have command called npm node package manager and initialize node.js application with the command called s, so that it will create a one package.json file here, you can see here, and as well as in my editor also I can see this package.json file. Let me quickly walk through this what is this JSON file contains. So this JSON file will contain about the application name. So you can see here my application name is demo, and what is the version of this application, and who is the author, and what kind of license they have it, and a lot of other properties of the applications this file usually contains. So my editor even trying to give some warning as well. So what is trying to tell, we should have to use lower letters for the application name, so that I can change my capital D to the small d. So demo is my application name. So the one important thing is you guys can notice here there is a main command is there. What is trying to tell? So all the implementation should be we have to write it in the index.js, but in my folder we don't have any index.js file. So let's quickly create this index.js file. And so this JS file will help us to write our entire logic for writing a Node.js application. So Node.js is application is an open source the libraries we have in the market. Right now we are trying to use Express as a middleware for creating sample API, and the same module we are trying to deploy to the CF as I mentioned before. And if you have any doubts about the source code, we already uploaded this entire project source code in the Git link. This link we are trying to give in the video description link. in the video description. You can try to download from there. So you can see here, this is the index.js, a similar one I'm trying to create now. So what is, as I said before, I'm trying to use Express module as my middleware. So variable express is, this require is the one keyword in the Node.js where we can import all the modules, whatever you want, right? And variable app is equal to, and create object for this. So now my Express module is ready. I mean, I imported the libraries which I required, and my server is ready. Let me create a port which I'm trying to use for my Node.js application. I'm trying to use port 3000. This is also good. And as I said before, so the Express is a middleware for, we can use for creating some REST APIs. So REST API is nothing but it will allow all the standard REST methods, something like get, post, and we can do some update and delete as well. For this video, I'm trying to create a small get API, so I can use the app and followed by the get, and you guys can see the intelligence will come here. My ID is trying to tell this is a get method, and we can use the slash. So I'm not trying to give any subpath of the my URL. So whoever the hit this application link, so definitely I'm trying to give some response back to them. So the callback function, we have it. So you can see here I have a callback function with request and response. This request contains the entire end user request, and the response we have to tell the application what is trying to response back to the end user. So what I can say here, the response dot send, what I'm trying to send back, sample hello world message. This is my first application in CF. Yeah, simple message. Who are trying to access this API, I'm trying to tell this is the response. So this is my first application in the CF. So we are good. So I'm done with this logic. I imported my port and I imported my middleware as well. Now the very last step, what we have to do, we have to tell Express module try to run on this port. So we have to bind this port to the Express module. So let's app dot, there is a one more method called listen is there here. So listen contains again two properties. We have to tell what is the port and what is the callback function. So right now I don't have anything with respect to the callback function. I can simply console some message whenever this application starts. I can say this application is running on port, and you can give the port number as well if you want, and you can display the URL also. So that's it, the very simple thing. So we have created a package.json file, and we mention what is the things we required, I mean application name, version, all the things. And index.js, we can write our development logic here. The simple thing is I have created a small get API by using an Express module. So now it's a time to run this application. So in the visual code, we have the terminal section. If you click on the terminal and you click on a new terminal, so the UI looks like this. So right now I'm already inside my folder called demo. So I can use command called node and space index, right? This is the way we have to run the Node.js application. But if I run this application, so I will get some errors because of the module which I imported in this here, but right now I haven't installed these particular modules in my folder. How to install this modules? So there are two ways. We can directly execute this command npm install and then express. So it will install this express module into this folder. So let's quickly see how this works. And if I run it, npm install express, and it will install all the required folders inside this node modules. So now this my application have all the dependents libraries. Tomorrow if you want to use any other module, so make sure you have to use the require keyword and import that particular module, and again use this command. Please try to install all the required dependencies. This is the one way of doing it, and second way I will show you in a couple of minutes. So let's start this application again. Node hyphen space index. So now you guys can see here, so my application is successfully running. Let's have a quickly test this application. So as you guys know, so any REST endpoint, we should have protocol, I'm using HTTP and have the local host because this is running in my local machine. And the port, we configured this port should be a 3000 here, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm using the 3000 port. Once I click on it, so this is the response I'm getting back because this is a response we have configured in the response.send. Whatever you are writing here, the same thing will respond back to the user. So till here, what we have done, we have created a simple Node.js application and we are able to run this application from the browser. Now good, what is the next task? So we are trying to deploy this application to the Cloud Foundry. Now, what is the prerequisite we need? So we should import a library of Cloud Foundry variable app-env, and as I mentioned before, we should have the keyword called require to import any library, correct? So we have module called cf env. This is the module name to work with the any Cloud Foundry of SAP, right? So we imported this module and create an object for this, and I can probably to save the time. I already have a code in just one line of piece of code here. Go to the index.js, and you guys can see here. This is the 2 lines of code we have to include here, and then yeah. So this is the two things. So we have imported CFENV. This is a Cloud Foundry library, and we are trying to get all the environment variables. I will try to explain to you why we have to do this step. So now what we are trying to tell with this step, so we are trying to run this application on the local machine with a 3000 port, but when you deploy this application to the Cloud Foundry, we are not sure which port is open there. So for this reason, we are reading this environment variable, and we have to make sure this application, if it is run locally, question mark, are run with 3000, otherwise please take whatever available port from the Cloud Foundry. So these are the only 3 lines of code we have to add if you want to run your application either from local machine or from to deploy to the CF. So now we are good. So we just added. So as I mentioned before, we loaded this library. So make sure we have to install this one as well. npm install and do a CFENV. So it will install all the CFENV modules inside this node module, right? So we are good. This is also deployed. Let's quickly run this application again. So node space and index. So I'm trying to run locally again because we added 3 lines of code. We'll see before deploying this application to the CF where we are facing any issues or not. So now good. So this application successfully sending back same message. It means all the code is valid and it's running fine. Now let's try to deploy this app to CF. Again, we stop it. So before deploying to the CF, what we should know, basically we should have the endpoint of the Cloud Foundry. How to find the endpoint of the Cloud Foundry? Go to your sub account here and the overview section. There we can find what's our exactly CF API endpoint. You can see here in the API endpoint section, we can copy this URL, Control C, and go to your command line, and there is a command called CF. So all the Cloud Foundry interactions we have to do with the CF, and log in and -a and give your endpoint. Now it's trying to connect to the particular endpoint. It will ask, please validate yourself. Please, we have to enter our email ID. My email ID is utech.dev2020@gmail.com, and my password is, sorry, yeah. So I entered my password as well. So now this successfully authenticated and it's returning back. So what is my organization and what is my space? How to check whether this is the correct space or not? If you can see here inside this my sub account, this is my space name. You can find here, one second, probably I can show you in the cockpit as well. So if you click on the space S and you can see test space 1, this is my exactly the space, right? So now we are good. So let me even go a little up and CF, and we have to use command called push to deploy any application from your local machine to the Cloud Foundry. We have to use the command called CF push, and make sure We haven't defined any application name at the moment because Cloud Foundry required a YAML file. Probably, in the next video, I can explain to you what is the use of YAML file and how to optimize your coding in the Cloud Foundry environment as well. For this video, I'm trying to manually enter my application name. I can you take my application name. This is nothing but Hello World, right? So once I push this application, so it will refer all the entire source code from this folder and it will try to deploy to CF. It will take, the 1 or 2 minutes usually, and you can try to see this is uploading all the files. It's close to 800 KB. Data is trying to upload, and it will start downloading all the build packs. So you guys can notice here, so it's trying to downloading Node.js, and it's trying to download SAP Java, lot of either Python, Ruby. There are a lot of it supports now more than 8 to 9 build packs. It's trying to deploy downloading all the build packs. I hope now, yeah, it's good. So this is a one issue is there in the application. We'll see. I know the issue. For trying to explain to you guys, I'm running this command because we haven't used the start command anywhere. So let's see. This is a way we can see if there is any issues while deploying the application. So cfexe and my application name, and you have to keep the recent. So you see here we don't have any start script in the Cloud Foundry. So where we can maintain this, go to this package.json file, and here we can, this script, basically we have to tell what is my start command. Start and then space, I say start with index file. This is a file we have to tell. Yeah, so this is, we are good. So let me again run. Say push you to hello world. This is again application name. So again it will tell, it will do the same job again. So again it will try to upload an entire folder. Again it will, so you can another one. Okay, you guys can see, notice here it's taking now the quota of 1 GB, and it's occupying memory size as well, 1 GB in the Cloud Foundry side. Obviously it is not good because we are trying to deploy a small hello world application, but still it's taking 1 GB space in the Cloud Foundry. So that's what next video probably I can walk through a few of the other basics as well. So let's deploy this app. So it's currently deploying it again. It do same job. It will upload entire folders. Again, it will try to deploy, sorry, download all the build packs which is required. My bad. Again, another issue is here. Maybe this command is wrong. We'll see. What is the issue? The missing script start. Probably my syntax is wrong. Let's quickly check. I maintain basic node here. Start index.js is correct only. Package.json start. Oh, my bad. I didn't maintain index.js. Yeah. Now you guys can see the application is successfully deployed to the Cloud Foundry. Before there is an issue with my package.json file, I'm unable to save properly in my local machine. Now the application is deployed, and required URLs you can see here. This is my application URL, the route name, the API endpoint, and so rest of other things, CPU, memory, and disk space as well. You can see here 86 MB took, and it's allocated but 1 GB. This is not ideally good. In the next video, I can show you how to do these things. So quickly check this application now. Go to the spaces here. So I'm in my sub account. I'm in the spaces. My application here successfully deployed. So click on the, you took hello world. You take a hello world and click on this API. So I will get some response back from my Node.js application. So till now what we have seen, so we have seen how to create a small Node.js hello world application, and how to test locally, and how to add Cloud Foundry environment variables, and how to deploy to Cloud Foundry. So this is about this video. Probably in the next video, I can show you how to use AML file in this Node.js module and how this AML file help us to reduce this disk space, RAM, and certain commands. And I can show some of the best practices, how to deploy this while deploying the application to the CF. What is the things we have to take in care. So this is about this video. Happy learning. Thank you so much.